So now with the head plate glued on, we can finish the rest of the neck. What we're going to do is cut the neck to length and then use the excess we've got to build up the heel. And once we've done that, then we can cut in the groove for the sides and the soundboard itself. So we double check the measurements and we double check where the neck sides are let in and the end of the block. This part here is the waist, and we're going to cut this off and then we're going to reattach it to this part here so that we can build up this heel block. Okay, so now what we've done, we've marked on the heel. What we need to do is just mark on the positions of the neck, and then lastly we're going to scribe on the 14mm mark on here, and then we're going to cut this with the bandsaw down to size. You can also use a handsaw, or you can use your pillar drill and a Forstner bit to help reduce the wood. Now to mark out the headstock thickness, what we do is we use, this is a marking gauge I have. This is quite good because you can easily reverse it and then the same again. It's hard to see the line here. What I suggest you do is once you've marked on the line, is just to take a pencil and just to mark it a little bit. This is the tool that would have been traditionally used, which is just an ordinary cabinet maker's marking gauge. This is a mortise one, which on one side. This makes a nicer cut. This has a nice cut line. This has sort of a scratch line, and this works in most cases. Now, one other thing to check is the depth of your ribs to make sure. Now this says it's 26.27, and then you need to transfer that over to your heel block. The next stage is to let in the sides. If you look at the body, you'll see how we left the body. We've got to make little grooves now for the sides to go into. We don't want these sides to be proud of the neck. We want to inlay. We want to inlay the side. So we measure the thickness of our sides. And then we make a corresponding rebate. Just mark it on here. So we're going to chop off this wood here. And once we've done that, then we'll do the same on the other side. How we're going to begin is we're going to take our knife and we're going to actually use the square using where the fingerboard's going to go as our datum, and we're going to lay our set square on here, and what we're going to do is we're going to mark a line with the knife all the way around the top and the sides. And once we've done that, then we're going to take a saw. This is a tenon saw, but we're going to take or a dovetail saw, make a 2mm saw cut on either side of here. It's easy to make this relief cut now while the wood is still flat and square before we start taking wood off on each side. We now use that groove here on the corner to take us around for the next one. And same again on this side. Just stop every few saw cuts to see how far it's gone. You see it's deep enough on this side, but on this side we just need to do a tiny bit more. That's good. And the same again on the other side. And lastly, we're going to do the same on the top of the neck. This is to prepare the top for the neck inset that we're going to do last of all. So same again. This one needs to be same to about 2mm. Fractionally over doesn't really matter because you're going to set the depth by cutting up the wood.